irreplaceable. Allah Azza wa Jalla essentially says, what to speak of you, I'll bring a nation instead of you. You're not an asset. Don't think of yourself as that high. Already we're being put in our place. And one of the central embedded teachings of this ayah is humility. That we understand our place. That in this deen, when we get the honor of saying La ilaha illallah, when we have the honor of saying Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, then this is an honor and a gift given by Allah. And if you don't appreciate this gift, then who needs you? There's plenty of others that can appreciate it more than you and I. There's plenty of others. Similarly, we have to stop thinking even those among us who are involved in religious activity. They're involved in positions of leadership, of volunteering, of helping out Islamic causes, whatever they're doing, in whatever capacity. Sometimes you start thinking, man, if I don't do it, it won't get done. If I'm not the one giving the khutbah, if I'm not the one helping out, volunteering at the masjid, if I'm not on the board, if I'm not the MSA president, if I'm not running the da'wah organization, man, this work cannot happen. I can't even believe, how I'm surprised it was even happening before I got here, because I'm God's gift to Islamic work, right? So without me, how would it even move forward? And Allah Azza wa Jalla is letting us know, all of us know, that His deen is beyond you and I. And it's not like other people will come forward, and so we give other people credit. Allah says, يَأْتِ اللَّهُ بِقَوْمٍ. Not يَأْتِ قَوْمٌ. يَأْتِ قَوْمٌ would be a nation will come. يَأْتِ اللَّهُ بِقَوْمٍ. Allah will bring a nation. It's not even that new nation gets credit. Allah gets credit from bringing them out. Allah gets credit for the replacements. We are replaceable. And we are in a position of privilege and honor. And we have to accept that and admit that. And that's a humbling thing. At the same time it's an honor. At the same time you and I should be humbled. That Allah has chosen us and given us this responsibility. We should take it very, very seriously. And in no aspect of our deen, and in no ounce of our attitude, should we be people that turn back from our deen. In any capacity. Altogether or partly. We shouldn't be of those people. We should be of the people who move forward. There are interesting expressions in the Quran for Muslims moving forward. And essentially, if you're not moving forward, it's not that you're in your place, you're actually headed backwards. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مَا لَكُمْ إِذَا قِيلَ لَكُمْ انْفِرُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ اثَّاقَلْتُمْ إِلَى الْأَرْضِ أَرَضِيتُمْ بِالْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا مِنَ الْآخِرَةِ. Surah At-Tawbah has very harsh language. What's wrong with you, those of you who claim to have Iman? When you're told, march forward in Allah's path, your feet get planted into the earth. What is it? You prefer dunya over akhirah? Is that what's happened to you? It's understandable that a disbeliever who has no concept of paradise, who has no concept of hellfire, who has no concept of judgment day, if he prefers this world, it's logical, I understand. You're Muslims. You've been given far more better information. You know a lot more about what's ahead. And if you still prefer this world, there's some serious problem. مَا لَكُمْ is rightfully said. What would be wrong with you? What is wrong with you that you don't march forward in Allah's path? Anyhow, سَوْفَ يَأْتِ اللَّهُ بِقَوْمٍ. Then Allah gives us qualities of this nation. And it's important to understand the comprehensive message of this ayah. In that Allah says there are people who may walk away from this deen, and now Allah is describing people who don't walk away from His deen. People who live up to the teachings of His deen. People that He expects a nation to be like. So when He gives us qualities of these replacements, really we should have these qualities so we're not replaced. That's the point of giving us these qualities, is that we should aspire to carry these qualities in ourselves as an ummah, and may Allah make it easy for all of us to carry these qualities in ourselves. Allah says, يُحِبُّهُمْ وَيُحِبُّونَهُ. He loves them and they love Him back. He loves them and they love Him. Allah mentioned His love first. And one of the embedded teachings in that is He'll already